Alright, gonna do an extra podcast today, basically just because, and instead of doing a recap type podcast, I'm going to be doing a quick hits, pardon the interruption style format today, and so I'll just get right into that. The reason I first started doing these podcasts was really to be better at doing voice work and to be better on camera. At the very least, it would help improve my interview skills, but I think doing that stuff is fun, and I wouldn't mind being a guest panelist on a radio show or something like that in the future. And I think it's gone pretty well. I have eliminated a few of my bad habits in a short time. A few of them are sticking around, which hopefully I can get rid of those in short notice, but having fun doing these, and it seems like they get longer and longer, and I have more and more to talk about each time I do them, so that's definitely a good thing. Give a little history on myself. I started my blog, a criminally vulgar blog, in February of 2010, and I really had no long-term plan regarding the blog. It's probably actually the fourth or fifth time I've tried to start a blog with limited success in the past. And I think part of the reason that I had that lack of success is because I was trying too hard to write for others, and I needed to focus on writing for myself and branch out from there. And that method seems to have worked, since it's been over a year later and some 430 or 40 entries later, and I'm still going strong, still have a wealth of ideas, and it finally stuck. I don't remember the exact timeline. Sometime mid to late last year, I was asked by Phil over at Black and Blue and Gold to write a new statistics column and become his first staff writer, which is a nice title to have, even as a blogger. And I agreed because at times with my style of blogging, it can be difficult to generate ideas because I don't really have a direction. I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants, and having a concrete style in which to write and a concrete topic on which to focus would help, at the very least, keep regular entries coming in. And it's been one of my favorite things to do, being a statistics person. I have had the tendency in the past to keep spreadsheets on a variety of things, both hockey related and non-hockey related, to probably a ridiculous extent by most people's definitions. And it's fun to do that, but I think it's even more fun to share that information with people, and that's what Vulgar Statistics has given me the ability to do, is to actually take one of my hobbies, just looking over numbers, and illuminate parts of the hockey world for people. And being fairly new to hockey, it's still pretty rare that I find things where I feel like I have a solid grip on and can definitely contribute to the hockey world. And that's taken a pretty good shape over the past, especially the past few months, as I've kind of settled in. Like many things I do, the first several columns in a row were flying by the seat of my pants. I didn't really have a standard formatting that I stuck with, and it sometimes made it difficult to write, generate ideas, and produce something that was readable and interesting. And now I have more of a typical format. I usually present the information as is, offering what I hope to be relatively unbiased opinions on it, and then summing that all up with what I got out of the statistics, and hopefully it's been helpful for others as well. According to Phil, I've got quite a few fans, so thank you for that. And, next topic, Sabre season in review. Started off like shit. It was a clusterfuck. I said several times that the Sabres looked like they had never been coached a day in their lives. It looked like a chaotic mess. kind of what you'd imagine a bunch of 5-year-olds skating for the first time to look like. It was a disaster, and the standings reflected it. Somehow, the team found its way, picked up the pace, picked up its effort, picked up its technical abilities, picked up the passing, basically improved in every facet of the game over the course of the season. And pleasantly surprised, but not too surprised. I had made a comment at the beginning of the season, well, in 06-07 and 08-09 and 09-10, the Sabres had great winning streaks to start the season and then kind of tailed off towards the end. So maybe they can do the opposite this year, and it's too early to tell, but it looks like that might be coming to fruition as they've, especially in the last 2 weeks, they've gone 4-0-2, and hopefully that can continue and continue for several games through the playoffs for the Sabres.